What's up, everyone, and thanks for joining another episode of Handles. I am Lorenzo, and today we're going to focus on your effort score. So before we get started, if today is your first time joining or tuning in, don't forget to subscribe to this specific channel because you've missed tons of stories and you can't connect the dots without getting those stories first. So now let's dive into the one thing that we do every week before we jump into the story. We're going to pose a question. What is your effort score in life? Something that you physically and mentally exerted yourself to complete. You were determined to do it. You made multiple attempts to do it. You gave everything you had to make sure it was completed. Categories, you ask? I don't know. If we talk about categories in life, we can say things like family, faith, relationships, education, parenting skills, love. We can go on and on. When you gather all those together and you put them in one spot, what is the accumulated score of effort you've put in up to this point in your life? Well, hopefully this short story will help you simplify your answer. Let's get started. Everyone has a grip on life. Everybody feels like they have a handle. Afraid to share the mistakes. The stories are what connect us. They're the key. We're running out of time. So here I am in college, enjoying what I'm doing, but the most important piece of college for me at this point was sports, and specifically football. And this was the time of year where we had two-a-days. And I had to make sure I showed up the right way. So if you don't know what two-a-days are, it's pretty much two practices in one day. That's all it is. One early in the morning, around 5 in the morning, depending on where you go. One in the afternoon, maybe about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Just depends. Nevertheless, that was my focus at this point. Every time I would get back to my dorm, all I'd want to do is two things. I'd want to lay down and I'd want to watch TV or play video games. That's really it. Because I want to build some energy back up for that second meeting or that second practice that I had. So I wouldn't exert all my energy in my first practice because me and some of the fellas already came to the conclusion that our idea of making sure to kind of conserve our energy was going to be most important. So to do that, we'd give ourselves about maybe 60 or 70% max effort in the morning. Then that way we have everything left in the afternoon that we can do to make sure we show up the right way. We had a plan. Well, on this particular day, I head back to my dorm. I see my door open, thinking to myself, hope nobody's robbing me because I don't have anything. But I immediately start changing that thought process because I say I got my video games going in there. So I sprint inside. I look to the right, I see this guy in there just kind of moving some stuff in. I said, whoa, bro, you lost? You missing something? He says, no, I'm your new roommate. He says, nice to meet you. I said, I'm Lorenzo, and what's your name? He said, oh, my name is... And he gives me this long name. I have no doubt that was his legal name, but it was long. But I did catch the first part. The first part started with Yaz something. So I said, look, man, I got to be honest with you. I am more of a nickname type person. So is it cool if I call you Yaz? Yeah, no problem. Yaz works. Cool. So I look around the dorm and I notice that there's only a few things there for him, right? So he's got a few linens for some sheets and stuff. He's got some toiletries that he has, and he has maybe 5 to 10 things that's hung up in the closet. So I'm thinking he must have more stuff downstairs. So I said, well, look, Yaz, you need some help pulling some other stuff up? And he's like, nope, everything's here. I got everything I need. So immediately I'm kind of excited because like I talked to you about earlier, I want to conserve some of that energy, right? We talked about that kind of stuff. So nevertheless, I said, thanks a lot, Yaz. That's what's up. Let's get to know each other. So I chill, put my feet up, open up my little Debbie brownies, and I share them with them, and we talk about where he's from, where I'm from, the whole 9 yards. So as the day goes on, Yaz and I are able to connect. I find out that he's an international student. He's from China. I'm excited because I've never been there. I want to hear different stories. We share different things that we have going on, our reasons for being there. Great evening, right? Sounds like he's going to be a fantastic roommate. We turn off the lights, nighttime, catch in the morning, Yaz. I got to wake up early. He says, no problem, man. I probably will too. Now, I didn't really take that as being serious when he said he probably did too, but he showed me something that I wasn't ready for. Next morning, I'm woken up with this bright light. Like, what the hell is this? I look over, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. My alarm hasn't gone off yet, and I don't wake up until 4:30. 4:30, that gives me exactly 30 minutes to do everything I need to do, get in the car and make it to the field house, or where we practice at. So I'm trying to figure out where this light's coming from. So I look up, look at the desk a little bit further down from my bed. It's Yaz. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Yaz, what the hell are you doing, man? He's got, it looks like a cup of tea on the side of the desk. He has his books on the other side, and he has his laptop sitting in front of him. And he looks over and he says, man, I'm just getting started on, preparing for my classes. So Yaz, are you losing your mind, man? Classes until next week. You got like 4 or 5 days for that stuff, man. What are you talking? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. He said, yeah, but I like to be prepared, so I want to make sure I have everything ready to rock and roll for the first day of the first week of class. Okay, all right, well, whatever, Yaz, whatever works for you. I'm going to knock back out because I have another 30 minutes, so you'll hear my alarm go off at 4:30, but, just do your thing, man. So I go back to sleep. So as time goes on, Yaz and my relationship continues to build in the right direction, right? Everything's working really smooth. I like this cat, man. He's pretty cool. Minus the fact around the Little Debbie Cosmic Brownies. Now, I'm no fool, Yaz, if you're out there. I know you're eating my Little Debbie brownies. They only come 8 in a pack. The ones with the M&Ms on it. I know you're eating those Little Debbies. It's not important. What's important is our relationship was going in the right direction, and I was pretty excited about Yaz being a pretty good roommate. So one day, I'm at football practice talking trash about what I can or can't do on the basketball court, which to be honest with you was just me talking trash, but I found myself wound into some type of $20 bet. So it's 3-on-3 that I'm going to play against some of my other buddies from the football team, and we're going to go do it now. But I'm short one person. But I got the perfect person in mind. I'm going to go get Yaz. My teammates know who Yaz is. They're like, you going to get Yaz? So, yeah, man, Yaz. So I'll make it happen with Yaz. I'm the only person that needs to be out there anyways because I'm the one that's going to get the buckets. So I'll go get Yaz. So I hop in the ride. I roll over to the dorm. I go get Yaz. Where is he at? Sitting right there on the desk, right? Tea on one side, books on the other side, laptop in front, he's rocking and rolling. I said, Yaz, look, man, you know about basketball. We talk about it all the time. I need one more person because we're about to go play 3-on-3 half court. Are you good with that? Yes, it's cool, man. No problem. Let me just get ready. So I'm thinking it's going to take him 30 seconds. What you going to do? Grab some shoes? You're already dressed, but just grab some shoes. Now, Yaz. Yaz grabs like 2 or 3 bottles of water and he turns them up. He starts drinking all the water right then and there. Those 2 or 3 bottles, he starts wearing it out. Once he gets done with the water, he walks over to his shoes and he makes sure he grabs the perfect shoes just for that outing. After that, he grabs a jacket because he notices it's going to be cold outside. He does all of this. Like, yes, you done, man? You ready to go get in the car? We go rush and get into the car. So I'm driving Yaz to this basketball court, right? This is outdoors, blacktop, mind you. So Yaz, look, all you got to do is just stick with your man and get me the ball. I'll make it happen. Yaz says, not a problem. I have you. The game gets started and Yaz is busting tail. This man is sprinting everywhere, trying to steal the ball from everybody, rebounding everything, taking all these shots. He's hitting the ground. He's making all these fouls. His knees are jacked up. His hands have like little pebbles in it from bracing himself on the concrete. Yes, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're going to kill yourself, man. My teammates from the football team, they're looking at me like, is Yaz lose his mind? I'm looking at them like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm glad he's going hard. I'm glad he's on my team. But I mean, I don't know what the hell he's doing. And to make things worse, we get our ass kicked. So I gotta know. At this point, I'm tickled. I gotta know. I just lost $20. Yaz is literally walking off the court thanking everybody for putting their foot in our asses. And we get in the car and I gotta ask Yaz, Yaz, why are you going so hard with everything, man? Like, is it really that necessary? And he changed my life with his answer. You see, in that short ride home, Yaz goes on to tell me that there are 2 main values that he was raised on, specifically from his mother. One of those values is honesty, the other thing being integrity. And he said, Lorenzo, I never wanted to lie to my mother growing up. Never. But she would always ask me two questions when I would come home every day. Those two questions were very simple. Did you do your best? And did you give your all today with whatever you did? He said he spent the majority of his childhood always saying, yeah, I did my best and I gave my all. Until as he got older, he started realizing that effort and doing your best didn't just require you being in that specific situation. It wasn't just when you get to the blacktop to play basketball. It's how you prepared to get there as well. Were you physically and mentally prepared? Did you have your mind and your body ready to go play basketball, to give the best effort that you could possibly give? So that's how they saw it. That's how he was raised. He was not going to lie to his parents, especially his mother, and he was going to put 100% on the line every time. Whether it was something he agreed to do or not, he was not going to allow effort to be a deterrent in anything that he did. Now, I don't think I need to tell you what Yaz's grades were like at school. I'm sure you can figure that out. I don't need to tell you what it was like to be as a roommate of Yaz's. I don't think I need to tell you how Yaz treated other people. I think you can probably figure all that out. To the point that since his grades were so exemplary, I can't sit here and honestly tell you that mine matched. So, Yaz I never told this to, but I guess here it goes. I kind of used Yaz to make sure I stayed in the dorm. Because I went home maybe about a good 2 or 3 months later, and I told my parents and said, look, now you're going to get probably any day now an academic probation letter coming to you. Don't freak out. I just had a few down days. That's all it is. But with Yaz as my roommate, I'm going to make it happen. I already have a plan, Mom and Dad. Don't worry about it. Dad bought it and we were good to go. Mom, not so much, but I still found myself making it back to the dorm the next year. So I get back to school and I'm waiting around. No Yaz. A day goes by. No Yaz. Some of the players and some of the other dorm roommates that we have, they're like, where's Yaz? I'm like, man, I don't know. Now I forgot to tell you guys that Yaz, guess what? Didn't have a phone. Now in my case, it really didn't matter because hell, he was my roommate. But at this point I needed to call him. But what Yaz did have, and he used all the time, he was never going to miss, was email. So I sent him an email. So Yaz, bro, what's up, man? Where you at? You know, school started about a week ago. Are you coming back? You know, I'm kind of hoping you'll be here. And most importantly, I'm kind of hoping you'll be my roommate. What's going on? So he replies to me and say, unfortunately, he won't be able to make it back this specific semester because his mother just recently fell ill. He said right now she's in great spirits, as is the family, but I wanted to stay behind right now and to make sure that she kind of recovers for all this. I said, well, I guess I can understand that. Now, you guys already know I didn't go back to my parents and tell them that Yaz ain't coming. I didn't plan on that. That wasn't, I had no intentions of doing that. You see, I believe Yaz's family figured it out, right? So they realized that effort is the foundation of success. Whether you're 100% passionate about what you're doing or what you're not doing, that wasn't the point. If you're making the decision or the choice to do something, do it with 100% maximum effort to give yourself the idea of success at the end of that. You have to put yourself in position to be successful, and effort is where it starts. You see, these days, Yaz's legal name got even longer because now you have to put professor in front of it because he is a leader of young adults in the field of education in his hometown. So I can only imagine his students running around trying to get the school lists and find different school supplies that they'll need and every resource possible to align themselves in the right way to make the best grade possible in his class. Not knowing that the only thing they truly need to bring to class is that fundamental value of effort. As always, team, thanks so much for spending some time with me. Hopefully this added value. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, as today we spoke about effort scores. I'll catch you next time right here on Handles.